I saw this really doom and gloom video online recently on, I think, TikTok or Facebook, one or the other, that just really talked about how like us as millennials are making the most we've ever made before, and we feel the brokest we've ever felt. And I wanted to give my input on that and share some ways that you guys may be able to see how you can work through that, because I'm having similar feelings. It's crazy out here in the streets. So, hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Belle. If you're new here and you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the channel below. In this video, we're just going to chat about different ways that we can set ourselves up for success during a hard economical time. Like I was saying, I came across this video on Facebook, but it was from TikTok. It was a compilation of just different folks just sharing how they're making the most they've ever made. $34 an hour, $80,000 a year, $120,000 a year, and making the most they've ever made and just feeling the brokest they've ever felt.
Making the most money I ever had my entire life. My husband and I, between the two of us, gross, make like over $80,000 a year. And if you told me a few years ago that $80,000 a year was not going to be enough for a family of four.
I make more than what I made back in 2015. But I am still literally living paycheck to paycheck.
Financially, I don't understand anymore. I don't understand how I make $34 an hour and I can't function. I can't function. I can't pay my bills.
What am I working for? What have I got 2 jobs for? What am I going to school for? Because it feels like there's no winning this rat race and I'm still going to be struggling. In this country, like this is not sustainable.
And I've been seeing that a lot. I saw a statistic that says 57% of millennials, in order to survive, need to have a side hustle of some sort. And that's a staggering number. It's wild. And it's understandable because the cost of goods and services are steadily increasing. As you guys probably are well aware of and seen, gas is creeping back up and groceries are just ridiculous. You can't walk out of the grocery store with 3 items and it doesn't cost you $60 and you're just like, what did I buy? So we're all feeling the pinch of these difficult economical times. The pinch is being felt everywhere. I know some questions that I've gotten in the past from friends and family is just like, how are we supposed to afford life? How are we supposed to continue? Like, what are the plans for us as a nation and as a people? Like, and honestly, y'all, I don't know. I don't know. And I can't wait on the government to figure it out because I don't think they know. But I just wanted to share with you some ways that I'm positioning myself and my family in these times. You probably seen it on the news or heard from a friend Layoffs are running rampant, especially in tech, and now it has been crossed over to different sectors. So people are losing their jobs, unemployment rates are increasing, interest rates are still very high, costs of goods and services are still very high. Everything is high. So it's like, how are we supposed to afford living? At this point, I think, and I'm convinced, you can't change my mind, that we're paying to breathe. We're paying for air. I'm pretty sure of it. So someone needs to check on that, but we're probably paying for air. I know it's hard, and I didn't come with just doom and gloom. I want to share some ways that you can alleviate some of the pain that you may be feeling currently. So one of the very first things that I did that I'm going to share with you is that I reevaluate my budget. And if you don't have a budget, I suggest you create one. And you're probably like, Belle, like, what am I supposed to put down in a budget? To start with a budget, I highly suggest you start with reoccurring bills. Bills that come every month, like food, shelter, your car, etc. And the next thing you can do is just take a look at how much you're spending on certain things. If, you know, the old finance advice and like stop drinking coffee and don't buy that latte, don't do this, don't do that. It's old, it's trivial. It doesn't move the needle like they think it does. But if you're like excessive with it, obviously you should take a look at that. But definitely take a look at your budget. See if there's ways that you can, you know, cut back on certain things. And if you're like, okay, Belle, I'm already like cutting back on so many things, there's nothing else that can come back. The next step is to, like I mentioned earlier, 57% of millennials and Gen Zs have a side hustle. If you have the capacity, you need to add a side hustle to your daily grind, unfortunately. Because it's true. That's where we're at. Like, even for me, I'm looking for different ways of making money. And one of the ways that I just started looking into pretty deeply is blogging on Medium. Medium.com is a blog site that a lot of their content is behind a paywall. So people need to become a member in order for them to read or digest content. So that's where a lot of the cash comes from to then pay those who create content on Medium. So my goal is to make, you know, money to put gas in the car or to offset the grocery bill. I'm not looking to make a killing, but if I can make $300 to $500 a month, that'll be fantastic to really like offset gas, groceries. That will really make a difference in our budget, because right now, like, any extra counts because it's just a zoo. So yeah, find a way to start a side hustle. And when you find that side hustle, if you're someone who still have credit card debt like myself, everything being so expensive, I had to tap into using credit cards again, even though I worked so hard to get rid of them. So I'm now back up a little bit. I felt bad at first. I really, really did. I felt horrible. I'm like, great, I'm back into credit card debt, but I don't feel bad anymore. There's nothing I can do. All I can do is all I can do. And all I can do is enough. So like, yeah, if you have credit card debt, you can use that extra money that you make from your side hustle to pay down those credit card debt, or just to assist with your daily living, like groceries, gas, and all that jazz. So pay down some debt with the side hustle income, and with your regular income, continue to find ways in your budget to like make improvements and make adjustments. So have a budget. Get a side hustle or a job if you don't have one. Pay down some debt, or give yourself some wiggle room in your budget with the side hustle income. And the last thing that I'm going to do is pray. And the last thing I'm going to do is give myself some grace. And I want to say the same to you. We're living in really difficult times. Nobody really knows what's going on anymore. So don't beat yourself up too much. Things aren't going to go exactly the way you want it to go, but just do your best. You know, keep showing up counts. Believe it or not, it counts a lot, because some people just say, I don't want to do this anymore, and they don't show up anymore. So keep showing up, keep fighting the good fight, and I hope we all are able to see each other on the other side of this situation. Because it's been quite wild. So, yeah, I hope we make it out. But yes, those are some of the things that I'm doing to just come back and assist myself and my family in these times. Also, yeah, with giving yourself some grace, don't take out things that you were really into out of your budget. You know what I'm saying? Like I mentioned earlier, like, oh, you drink Starbucks coffee. Keep that in there, because taking everything out and then you live in a life of like, you just get really frustrated and angry. So the only way to combat a lot of this stuff is find ways to make more money. And that's it. That's all I got for you guys. So yeah, that's all I have in today's video. So if you made it this far and you haven't already, please be sure to subscribe to the channel. I'm working on putting out at least 2 videos a week for you guys so we can see more of each other. I'm gonna give a quick life update in my next video. But yeah, that's it. So I'll see you soon. Until next time, stay safe and I'll see you in the next video.